this. Thank you. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start off a little bit different. I am going to start this ultimate cleaning video with a little DIY. I know you guys love DIYs and I want to add something a little fun and interesting to this video, so I'm going to start here. I am cleaning my window here, or my door, with some Windex. I'm making sure I clean each and every pane very, very well. I did not like the blinds on there, so I decided to take them off. I am feeling really motivated to just get some things done in this house, and this was one of those things that I had on my list. So I'm going to clean it really, really well, and then I'm going to put this really cool little adhesive layer on there, and it's going to look like stained glass. Such an affordable way to completely change the look of your front door. I got this here from Lowe's. It is the Old English adhesive. I don't know what you call this, but what I had to do is measure each square and then cut a piece and put it in there. If you have a solid piece of glass, it'll go on there so much easier, but I had to make do. This was not the fun part. I actually needed my husband's help. I'm not the greatest at measuring things, so he helped me do this. And then I changed the blade in my X-Acto knife. It is so important to use a very sharp blade. And I first sprayed each pane down, and you'll see me do that in the other clips. So you spray it down with just water. It doesn't have to be overly saturated, but it definitely needs to be wet. Put the measured piece on here and then press it down with the squeegee, and you can cut any of the remainder vinyl with the really sharp X-Acto knife, and then work all of the bubbles out again. Then I had the bright idea to lift up these panes. Initially I had tried to take the pane, or the I'm not sure what you call this, the little cross sections in the middle of the door, just to take it off, but I couldn't. So I realized I can actually just slide it straight through. So I cut a piece long enough and left the remainder on there, and then I will cut that off, making sure to work all of the air bubbles out, as you see I'm doing here. This is definitely a project you can do by yourself. My husband was around and he helped me cut some of the pieces, so he lent a hand at the beginning, but then I was able to finish it up. Really easy project to do. It just takes some time. I was able to do this in just a couple of hours, and that includes having to go back to the store and buy a couple more rolls. I had contemplated putting this at the end of the video, but this is actually how I started my ultimate clean, so I went ahead and added it. So if you guys are here for just cleaning, you can definitely fast forward through, but if you want to see how I got this finished look, make sure you stay tuned. I will get to the cleaning in no time, but I want to also add things to my videos that are a little more visually appealing at times and kind of mix it up. So I am enjoying doing these projects around the house, and if you guys want me to take you along more, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to add them to my cleaning videos, or do just videos strictly for my projects. So let me know in the comments what you would like to see. So this is what it looks like so far, and I'm actually really pleased. I'm probably gonna have to go back and get 2 more rolls, which when the project is done, that's gonna cost a little bit more than I expected, because each roll was $23 from Home Depot. But I was able to do the entire panel, and I feel like just so far it looks so good. So look at the difference from looking out this window to this window. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in. Look at the difference. If you guys remember before, I had the blinds on there. I'm pretty happy. I think I'm gonna be making a real quick trip to Home Depot.
I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down.
I think this project is perfect for beginners, and there were so many other options. There were flowers and birds and frosted looking glass, so you don't have to just pick this. This is what I liked, and I honestly thought the privacy was really, really good as well. I wasn't sure, but you can definitely not see in my door, but it lets all the light in, so I really like that. As you see, if there's a piece that isn't quite sticking down, just pull it up and resaturate the window and then work the bubbles out again. Very easy. You have plenty of time to work it around and for me, I had to get the lines to add up, and it was really easy to do. So I would definitely encourage you guys to give it a try.
You make me feel like I'm made of colors. Just you and me, ignore the others. Do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause I do. Believe in lovers like me and you. Yeah, you just keep on dancing all night out on the roof. Tell everybody I do. Baby, I do. Wanna stay here and let loose. Just keep on loving all night out on the roof. Tell everybody I do. 'Cause I do.
Now it's time for the huge mess. I have got so much to do, and I have mentioned it before in my other videos. I am a super messy crafter, and I guess you would add DIYer as well. So I'm going to clean up this area. The kids are in bed. It is late at this point. So I have been finding that I get more energy in the evening. I mean, I always knew this, but I've been trying to do more during the day, but I keep finding myself just kind of easing on into the evening. So we are going to start this evening cleaning. It is going to be some really upbeat, motivational cleaning. I have got so much to do, and we're going to do this together. As you can see, I have the ladder out. That is because I need to replace the light bulbs. You guys, I have gone to the store 3 times to get the right light bulbs, and I think I have another box to pick up. I think I finally got it right. I'm hoping, but all the bulbs I was using were too yellow, and I like the bright light. So I have an order at Target to pick up. I have not done it yet. I'm just so tired of going back and forth, but that is why the ladder is out. Finish doing these dishes. It's so funny for me to see Ruby always here whenever I unload the dishwasher. You know, she's just trying to get a little piece of something. So I'm going to finish these up, and then I am going to make sure I clean the countertops, the sinks, and the top of the stove very well.
Like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
I'm using the same cleaner that I put on the stove in the sink as well. It's not my favorite. I find that after I clean with it, it's a little bit chalky, but I want to use everything I have before I start making my own cleaning products. I just don't want to waste any money. So I'm going to use this. It does a very good job, but it is not my favorite. If you guys have an all natural cleaning, soft scrub cleaning recipe, let me know in the comments below.
Was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
The same goes for the all-purpose cleaner. I'm using my Thieves, but I'm trying to get rid of the Mrs. Meyer's first. I don't think this is the greatest all-purpose cleaner for granite. I usually like the Wyman's granite cleaner. That cleans so much better, and I feel more comfortable using that on my countertops. But you use whatever you want at your discretion. But like I had mentioned, I just want to get rid of this before I start using anything else.
I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by.
I also want to mention I am using a brand new sponge for my countertops. When I was scrubbing the sink and the stove, it splatters a little bit and it leaves a chalky residue, which I just cannot stand. So I'm using the back of this scrubber to clean that off, but I will only ever use a brand new scrubber or a clean rag to clean my countertops because these can often harbor a ton of bacteria.
Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this.
I'm going to use that same sponge to clean off the residue from the cleaner, and I'm just going to work it in circular motions. I had already used the scrubber to do that, so I'm just basically wiping it off. If there's any little bits left, as you see, I will just use a little bit of elbow grease to get that off, and if I have trouble, I'll use a straight edge razor, but this time it came off pretty good.
Oh, you meant the world to me.
I wanna tell you that I think you're looking just fine. I wanna tell you that I want you by my side. The way you move your body, the way I feel inside. I wanna take you for a ride.
I'm going to take this opportunity to also clean off this little area where I have my utensils and salt and pepper shaker. Actually, this is an automatic battery powered salt and pepper grinder. I got it for Christmas. I do not have batteries for it yet or whole peppercorns and salt, so I'm just going to have it out for decoration.
Say that you are the one I need. I wanna say that you are.
If you guys are enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. It just lets you know when I post new videos, and don't forget the notification bell. It'll just let you know first when my videos are on YouTube.
Wanna be with you. You're the one that I want. You're the one that I need. You're the one that I want. We can make it tonight. You're the one that I want. You're the one that I need. You're the one that I want. We can make it tonight. If you stay here, it'd be more than okay. 'Cause there's nothing that can stand in our way. If you'd stay here, it'd be more than okay. 'Cause there's nothing that can stand in our way. You're the one that I want. You're the one that I need. You're the one that I want. We can make it tonight. You're the one that I want. You're the one that I need.
I will also pull the garbage disposal stopper out and just spray anything that's on there. I will sometimes also put this in my dishwasher, but today, since I've just recently done that, I didn't need to. Just spraying it down was good enough.
We can make it tonight. You're the one that I want. You're the one that I need. You're the one that I want. We can make it tonight. I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution.
I'm going to take a magic eraser, cut it in half so I can save it, and start cleaning the cabinets off. I noticed there was some grime on them. I'm probably going to have to repaint them or just replace them. The paint is not lasting like I had hoped, and they are starting to turn a tad bit yellow, I think because this kitchen gets so much sunlight. So the paint's fine getting the magic eraser on there, but I just know I see a ton of scuffs and scratches, so I'm not really sure what we want to do here. I know the uppers that we want to replace, but I'm not quite sure about the lower, because if I replace the lower cabinets, that means I have to replace the granite, and that is just more than I want to do.
You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are the solution.
I have been listening to this book on my Audible. It's called A Slob Comes Clean, and it is such a good book. It helps you prioritize decluttering in your home. I would consider myself a very clean person, but I run into a ton of obstacles when it comes to keeping the house clean and decluttering. Mostly I have so many people coming behind me and just messing it up. I spend so much time decluttering and cleaning, and then when they go behind me and don't put things away and they're suddenly a mess so soon after I've done it, I get really frustrated, and I know I'm probably not the only one.
You are the solution. You are the solution.
I mentioned this in my last video. If you are ever cleaning your mirrors and glass and you've got a little bit of glass cleaner on your paper towel, always run it over your faucets and handles and things like that. It makes them shine so much.
You are the solution. I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better.
I'm going to spray all my appliances with my stainless steel cleaner from Method. You can get that, I think, at Target or Grove Collaborative. And then I'm using a lost sock to put on my hand, kind of like a mitt. And I'm going to clean all of the appliances. I love doing this with dusting as well, because you can kind of get into some of those tiny little spaces.
To your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your
I noticed there was a little bit of rust on here, so I'm going to use the magic eraser to try to get that off of here. I do not know what's going on with this dishwasher. It's like it's missing a leg or something. I don't know, but it is always wobbling in there, so we're going to have to take it out and try to reposition it or attach it to the side of the cabinets, but yeah, it's a mess.
You don't have to hide it, baby, let your head down, be a little wilder, baby, kick your shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your parts, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your parts, beauty queens without no flaws.
So do you guys have a family that loves chips like we do? We have so many bags of chips. It is crazy. And cereal. Cereal and chips are our go-to.
I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder.
I'm going to clean out my son's backpack. He went and had a sleepover at my mom's house, so I'm going to take all of the clothes out of here.
Seasons change, and we do too. Reasons change, but we'll get through.
Gonna do the good old sniff test, and then if these pass the test, which they do, I will put these in the living room because I want to make sure I have these to do first thing in the morning. It's about 12:30 at this point, so I am gonna wrap it up and start preparing my cleaning for the next day.
Nothing holds the answer for us anymore. I'm in too deep.
So I decided to take my to-do list and start filling it out, kind of like a brain dump. If you guys aren't familiar with that, you just take whatever is in your mind and write it down. It helps completely clear your mind so you can rest. And I knew as I was cleaning, I saw a lot of things that needed to be tackled the next day. So I went ahead and filled this out. So the next day, I will be able to have a list of things to do and I can stay on track. It is the next day, as you see, and I am going to start off with fixing the pillows, as always, on the couch, and then I'm going to tackle all of this laundry.
It felt like we were innocent, just another tent. I'm in too deep.
So a part of the book that I was reading, I was telling you guys about on my Audible, A Slob Comes Clean, she was saying how she does laundry once a week. So she chooses one day. Her day was Monday, and I honestly am considering doing that. So I believe if I got it right, and if I got this wrong and someone has read the book, please let me know in the comments below. But she says you can pick one day to do a certain task, like Mondays are her laundry days, Thursdays are her mopping days, and all of Monday she will spend doing laundry. You will sort everything and tackle those loads. When new clothes come in, that gets prolonged until the following Monday. You can't add to the pile once you're done sorting. Then you'll be able to see exactly what everybody wears, and you'll come to realize what you really need and don't need by seeing what people grab to. So if people are always, your family members are always going to certain shirts and certain pants, you know those are their favorite items, and then you can start decluttering some of the other things, and you will see that your family doesn't wear as many clothes as it may appear. Now, that seems really daunting to me because we always have a ton of laundry, but I am going to give it a shot for a couple of weeks. So it is Monday today, and I'm going to do all of the laundry in the house, and I will let you guys know how it goes and if this system really works. If you guys have heard of the book or read the book and I have got it wrong, please, please, please let me know in the comments below. So another part of the book, you guys can tell I'm really loving this book. She talked about decluttering in the house and how to stay on top of it. One of the things that she said that really just stuck out to me, she said, wherever you are standing, look around and what is overwhelming you. Don't tackle the things that are behind doors first because you want to be able to get that gratification. So I was looking around in my living room and the CD cases and DVD cases were driving me nuts. So I decided to completely declutter. I have this book here. We got it from Target about 11 years ago and we still have it. And I'm going to put all of the kids' Xbox and PS4 games in there and any of the movies so I can get rid of the plastic containers for them because all it does is keep clutter in the entertainment center and we don't want that. Another suggestion is have your kids get involved with your decluttering and organizing. When you allow kids to clean with you, even if it's not the way that you would want it done, it gets them excited and it will help them be mindful of what they keep and what they get rid of. It will also help them be mindful of putting their things away if they truly value them. That is something I tell my kids when they leave things out, and I do threaten to throw it away. I always tell them, well, if it meant something to you, you wouldn't leave it out in the room so long. Put it where it will stay safe. And it makes them aware of their items. It also makes them aware of the things that they keep, because I want to teach my kids that you can be sentimental about items and you can keep things that are special to you. But if you keep too many things, those special items kind of lose their value. So it has really helped my kids help me keep the house clean.
Call me on the weekend.
So I'm going to use another lost sock and dust this little area over here. This is my new favorite thing to do because we all have a ton of missing socks or missing their partner. So go ahead and use them to clean your house.
I know what I want, speaking my mind now. A queen needs a king to be by her side. Can love me
one of my favorite to decorate, but I am learning that too much stuff just gives me anxiety, so I'm going to leave it very open. I get really inspired with Pinterest pictures, but whenever I try to do that in my home, it's just too much stuff. So I'm going to bring the orchid over here and I'm just going to leave it as it is. I really like the way it feels, very open and light and airy, and I'm trying to not feel so intimidated by just having things with not a lot of stuff, because I just want cozy, not cluttered. Moving to the hall tree and where the kids bring their shoes and books and backpacks, I'm going to clean this out, and I see a plethora of dirty socks, which life of boys. I'm sure girls are the same way. I don't know, but I'm going to clean this area out. It's kind of silly to say my kids are going to start back school tomorrow, and I am just now doing this, but with the holidays, it was so busy and this was the last thing on my mind. But with the new year, I want to be very consistent and very organized. So I want to make sure I have all of their stuff ready to go. I want to also have them be really organized for the new year, because who doesn't love new beginnings and starting new things? Miss Hazel is a messy player, so I am going to come over here and vacuum all this out. I'm going to show you what the water looks like from just vacuuming the living room and this room. It is crazy. Also, I did use the attachment to dust. I cannot believe how much junk and nastiness it gets out of the carpet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that so much. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to join my little family here. We have a lot of fun because when you're here, you are family, and I'd love to have you join us. I hope you have a great start to your week and a wonderful start to your new year. Remember, don't get overwhelmed by your resolutions. If you want to win the year, you have to win the month. If you want to win the month, you have to win the week. And if you want to win the week, you have to start by winning the day. One day at a time, friends. We can do this together. I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.